Hey everybody, it's Tom Foster on the World of Marketing, and today I've got my buddy Rem Jackson again. I can't even count on both hands how many times he's been here on the podcast, but that's for good reason because we're always talking about something good. And I've also got our very own Jessica here, and we're talking about the Top Practices Summit, of course, which is coming up fast and furious. September 16th, 17th, and 18th in Denver, Colorado. Right, Rem?
The Grand Hyatt right downtown, right in the perfect spot to be near Larimer Square and where everything's happening. So yeah, we've been to Denver about 5 years ago,
I
maybe
love
6
it
years
there.
now. Yeah.
I love it there.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's not in Vegas. I got it. Let me just say that out loud. Sorry. But I'm just
it's okay.
I'm so happy that I'm very excited. We just met about planning for it, and we're getting ready. It's going to be a great show. It always is a great show. You've already got hundreds and hundreds of people signed up for it. So why don't we talk a little bit about what they're going to find out when they come?
Well, it's the 17th time that we've done this, and which is really, for me, it's like kind of hard to believe, right?
That's hard.
But I know, 17th annual Top Practices Summit, and while registration is not in the hundreds and hundreds, it's very robust. And
so I exaggerated a little bit.
yeah, pretty much around 200
it's
people.
It's in the hundreds.
Yes, it's in the 100.
I just added the hundreds twice.
Yeah.
My kind of math.
A cast of thousands, but no, registration is very robust, and I'm excited about it because I always am. And we only do this once a year, and it's an opportunity to spend for the Top Practices members and for the non-members that come. I mean, I just love it when people that are not in Top Practices come, because they get a chance to see what we really do and why we do what we do and why it's been so popular for so long. And the goal is just to make practicing easier. And it's really from your management side and your marketing side. We're going to kick it off on Friday night, and we're really going to dig right in. Some of our Top Practices members have basically cracked the code on how to use Indeed to hire people better. Hiring, I have a number of main issues that generally are facing my doctors. But if I had to pick anything right now that was really at the top of all of it, it's hiring. It's absolutely hiring. Wow. And and this is universal, right? Everybody's got this problem. And so some of our doctors have sorted it out. And it turns out that almost nobody's using Indeed correctly. So we're really going to teach you how to use that system and understand how to do this better and really what to do with that team. So you need an A team if you're going to do well. And then on Saturday, and that, by the way, starts on Friday night. We start at 5:30 to 7, and then you get a chance to go hang out in, again, downtown Denver and all the wonderfulness of that and have some fun, great restaurants, all of that. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, we kick off with our keynote address, which is Attorney John Liardi. John is, in my opinion, the best healthcare attorney for podiatrists in the country. And, right now there's an awful lot of churn inside podiatry about selling practices and, private equities moving through, still moving through podiatry for a period of time, all of that. John's going to address all that because he's the middle of that. And then, just also as another professional, John has said, he's learned more from his podiatry clients about management than he ever learned from anybody in the law. So it's a really great opportunity to hang out with a specialist like this at the summit. And he's also going to be with us on Sunday for the entire event, the whole day. But then I'm really excited because on Sunday, we're going to one of the metrics that we follow at Top Practices really closely is how many dollars per hour do you and your staff generate every hour you're open and seeing patients? The average number with all of my research is $550 an hour. I have doctors that are doing over $1,000 an hour, and everybody always just wants to ask the question, well, how? How is it that you and your staff can generate this much more revenue in the same period of time. Lots more profits and patient outcomes go up. It's beautiful. They track together. So we've got a session called How We Did It. Case studies on being very profitable. People that are in the $1,000 an hour club are going to get up on stage, doctors, and say, this is the plan. This is how we did it. If you do this, it should work the exact same way for you. And the other thing I'll tell you about the summit is every year I read the reviews, the feedback I request, and they always say, please, more roundtables, more time to talk. So we're going to be doing even more of that. And then we're going to do the presentations, Marketer of the Year, Innovator of the Year, the Drive Award, and then in the afternoon, marketing ideas that are genius that you can implement on Monday. So lots and lots of marketing. Then we end the day on Saturday with our top practices party, the networking party, which is always awesome. And Tom Foster and his brother Chad will once again be playing their guitars and hanging out with us and being the band during that. So that's from 5 to 6. And then Sunday, we've got all day workshops. So there's the one for the doctors is the private practice plan to succeed. That's an all day workshop. Tom will be in that along with Dr. Andrew Schneider for a portion of it. Dr. John Juliana, Dr. John Moore, Jay Henderson, Dr. Melissa Lockwood, and others are going to be basically, we're going to roll up our sleeves and dig into exactly what you need to do to, again, have the practice that's going to be enable you to be really profitable, generate over $1,000 every hour you're open, not work your tail off, not stay at home on the nights and your weekends, working on your charts, catching up. The other thing that's going to happen, there's 2 more things on Sunday, and then I'll conclude with this, Tom. We're having a full day mastermind. Jessica and I will be in a full day classic mastermind meeting with the marketers and anybody that wants to be involved in marketing. Doctors can come to that if they want to, but it is listen, great ideas, problem solving. It is a round table in a classic Napoleon Hill mastermind style meeting all day long with me, with Jessica and the crew. And then Tina Del Buono will be leading the top practices practice management workshop for office administrators, managers, billers, front and back office staff. Bring your staff. It will make life easier when you get back. So we put that all together, and I'm just really excited about how it's going to go, and it's what people need right now. So and there's very few places that you can find this kind of information, and none of it in the way that we do it.
It's the whole blueprint, everything that they need to get successful, to scale their practice, to grow their practice, to either sell it or just keep running it, but very efficiently and effectively getting the best patients and to get better patients, cash paying patients.
I would encourage anybody to come to this, but if you're in the first 10 years of your practice right now, I mean, you know this is hard. And what happens is, like right now, when volume is lower and you don't have as many patients, you can kind of get by, even if you don't have these really good business systems that we teach. But when the volume starts to go up, that's when this gets to be burdensome, and people can become burned out, upset, and even depressed. And then doctors in their 40s are like, I thought I was supposed to be enjoying this more, and yet I just feel burdened by the weight of this practice instead of this practice lifting you up. And so if you're in your first 10 years, you have to just save yourself all the time and frustration. Get it right now, and then you can enjoy all of this. Because I'm telling you, there's a renaissance happening in podiatry, and we're part of it. So I'm just excited about that. So whether you're new or even just thinking about getting started, you're in the middle of your career, or you are at that point where you're thinking, how am I going to exit and get the most out of my investment that I can? Because this podiatry practice is the biggest investment in your life. It exceeds everything. How can that be valuable? And the only way is if it's a profitable, growing practice. So come to the summit. And by the way, it's a lot of fun. We have a blast.
It is a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun there, and a lot of good friends get together. So yeah, I'm very excited about it.
I'm so excited for the breakout sessions. I think a lot of people, have requested those. I think people are going to really look forward to those, to be able to roll up their sleeves and actually come in with problems and leave with solutions. I think that's going to be really exciting.
I know that's always the number one thing. More time to work through, the round in a roundtable way. What's going on? Sunday is going to be one giant version of that. So is for everybody. And again, you're just going to, I promise if you come, you'll learn tons and tons of things that'll make your practice better. And if you don't, I always have my 100% guarantee. Just tell me why, and I'll give your money back if I don't deliver with that. Always.
So that's September 16th, 17th, and 18th, and you can register at toppractices.com, and you can go there right now and sign up. And I hope to see you there.
Well, I do too. Thank you so much. I'll see all of you there. Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah. Thank you, buddy, for jumping on the podcast with me again. Let's get the word out. Jessica, thank you so much. Great to see everybody. All right, everybody, Tom Foster, Rem, and Jessica on the World of Marketing. Hope to see you at the Top Practices Summit 2022 in Denver on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Everybody take care.